Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, that's just me. I tend to take like a week off for no reason and be lazy and all that. Sorry, it's not gonna happen again. I hope. So, yeah. Hey guys, it's me, Source4. Kind of got a long match here. It's actually about 43 turns. Yeah, because the team that I brought this time round was deceptively bulky, and I literally picked random Pokemon with no regard to what type it was, whether it was water, fire, grass, and all that stuff. So it's like, interesting. So into the match, he decides to go for a superpower straight off the bat without realizing that my Smeargle could have possibly been slashed, and it is obviously because it's my lead. Smeargle can't take a hit for nothing. You punch a painter in the face, he goes down. It's like that. So, because of that, he ends up getting Spore to sleep, and that's one threat gone for a few turns. Hopefully he doesn't have to wake up on the next turn. You know how it is with the first turn wake and all that. So, he goes into his Mamoswine. I'm gonna go for my Delphox because it is the best move in the game. Now, instead of switching out here, I just decide to go for a taunt, thinking I'm smart and he will go for a Delphox of his own. But turns out he just plays out he prioritizes me, and that's bad because I could have went into say Klefki or another Pokemon as such, so I can save my Smeargle for later. So, going into my Venusaur, my breakfast. Speaking of breakfast, the last 2 days I went into my local restaurant shop just to get some breakfast because I couldn't be asked to cook. And yeah, I've had some mega breakfasts, and they were so filling that I had not eaten anything else for the next 2 days. Like, I've had a breakfast and I've not had lunch or dinner, then I had breakfast the next day and I've not had lunch or dinner again. So I've literally filled my 2 days up on breakfast. And yeah, my Venusaur just takes up all those hits like it was breakfast. So it's a really good Pokemon. Thick Fat helps prevent moves like fire moves and ice moves don't do as much as they should. And with the Mega Evolution Bulk, I can just take those hits for days. Keep in mind that my Venusaur is actually a calm nature Venusaur, so it's got max HP and max special defense. And all the hits that I seem to take into the match, apart from the Gengar, are all physical moves, so you can see how... Ooh, excuse me. You're gonna see how bulky Venusaur is as I take the Icicle Crash and the Earthquake pretty well, actually. The fact that Leech Seed is planted on the Venusaur and the poison that I got from the first turn Sludge Bomb is really helping me out. So he can do whatever move he wants. I can just pretty much stall him out. Thinking of my team it is a bit stally, isn't it? I don't know why. I just brought random Pokemon to form a team, and it just came out like this. And I might even improve on it. I might even make this some kind of a stall team if I choose to. So after all that, Mamoswine does go down, and my Venusaur is looking at around what is pretty much full HP, isn't it? So because of my moveset, I actually cannot touch the Excadrill. I could put to sleep, but the Darmanitan is already asleep and I have to obey the sleep clause. So I am forced to switch out, and I'm going to go into a Pokemon which I've never used before yet. This does pack HP Ice, but not getting the opportunity to use that yet. So I know he's going to go for a Rapid Spin to get my rocks up, to spin my rocks away. So that's good for me. I can just, switch into a ground type without having the fear of having an Earthquake launched at me. And what does the Delphox say? Well, the Delphox says to use Flamethrower and take out the Excadrill in one hit. So, yay, that's a first turn, first KO for Delphox, which will never ever happen in a long while because Delphox speed is just abysmal. I mean, I thought in this instance that Delphox had a higher base speed than Gengar. I thought, yeah, I could just go for a side shot and take it out. But turns out, I looked at Cerebi and its base speed is, its max speed with a speed, timid or jolly, whatever you want to. I doubt anyone would want to run a jolly Delphox. But yeah, speed, positive nature is 337 max, which is about faster than Garchomp, but it's not infinite speed or Gengar speed, which I thought it was then, but yeah, it's not. So either way, in that situation, it was good to stay in because it allows me to not let Gengar have a sub up, and Delphox has to take the Shadow Ball to the face and it goes down. But good thing is that I can bring up my Klefki. He knows that my Klefki runs Thunder Wave, so that is what I do. I didn't want to chance the fact that he can just go for a sub again. So He brings out the Demonton to block that, which is good because you can't lay 2 status effects on the Pokemon. You can't lay poison and sleep or sleep and poison. It's not like TGC where you can have poison and paralysis at the same, thing. But yeah, so gonna go for a screen. Not sure what screen I put up there, but it's a screen there. If you guys saw it, then that's cool. So gonna go into my Garchomp. This is actually my VGC Garchomp with the rough skin, and it also has Protect, which is not the kind of move. It's not even the kind of Garchomp that you'd actually bring in the singles, but it's just one that I brought up there. This is probably my only jolly rough skin Garchomp that I have, and I didn't bother switching up the move. So yeah. But the good thing is the fact that I have this kind of Garchomp out. It allows me to scout out and store out a turn of whatever. And I see that he has the Will-O-Wisp, so intending to burn me, I'm just gonna go into my Venusaur because I figured Venusaur was the best Pokemon to take the hit. I mean, I could have been into my Klefki, but yeah, I didn't want Klefki burned, so I guess Venusaur was the only other option that I wanted to bring in. So, 252 special defense. You can see how much this Volt Switch does. It does like 13 HP, which is absolutely abysmal. So he goes out into his Charizard. I'm just going to go for the Slush Bomb, I believe, on this turn. And again, I do score the first turn Poison, which is good. Although Slush Bomb is 10%, I'm just getting them, really. I mean, it's 1 in 10, but it can happen on the first turn, so that's good. So, because of that, this Garchomp is... not Garchomp, Charizard, sorry. I'm going to switch out into my Garchomp now, so... predicting the Flare Blitz, I don't want to take the chance that he may, predict. I'm thinking he will just go for the Flare Blitz anyway because Venusaur is a threat to him. He was getting really pissed off about how Venusaur was, making my day. So he's gonna go for the Flare Blitz with the intention of intention, is that even a thing? Intent to take out my Venusaur, but obviously I have my Garchomp out now, so Garchomp takes the Flare Blitz, which is good. Rough Skin does come into account, and the Poison as well, so he's taking a lot of passive damage, and the good news is that I can just go for the Protect. I mean, it's meaningless because I do outspeed. Garchomp has a higher base speed than Charizard pre or post Mega because it doesn't actually get any more speed than it does when it does Mega Evolve, but it's just nice to, Protect there, stand here with my arms folded and just be like, yeah, you just go down to Poison, mate. So that's what Charles ends up doing. He goes down, and now brings up his Gengar. Now Gengar can do many things. It has a lot of moves that it can use, whether it's the rare hidden power Ice or the dazzling beam, as I can see right here. I'm gonna go into Klefki because Klefki is a Pokemon that I can just bring into. It's an option to use, so yeah, it's here. So I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave. Also gonna speed up this portion of the battle because it's just basically me being a prankster while this game goes behind the sub, doing whatever it wants to do. Paralysis does get him there, which is good because I can just get a free turn to do what I want. So I have my light screen up, got my Safeguard, and I do believe that Safeguard is increased with the Light Clay. I've never thought about it because Safeguard it's not called Safe Screen or Screen Guard or whatever. So I'm not quite sure. I think it is because it's it's kind of like a barrier kind of thing. But I always thought Light Clay always applied to both Reflect and Light Screen. So yeah, I'm not too sure if it is, but if it is, then please let me know. Right, so out with my Mega Breakfast, I'm going to go for the Synthesis as he switches into his Darmanitan so that I can recover more HP. Now, keep in mind that I am calm with the EVs of 252 in Special Defense and 252 in HP. You're going to see how much a sheer boosted Flare Blitz does to my Venusaur, and I live. I actually eat it up like breakfast. This is the reason why I named this Venusaur Breakfast, because it just eats up everything. And I'm able to go for a Slush Bomb just before I go down to the burn. Unfortunately, that is going to cost me my Venusaur right here, right now. So yeah, I do believe Safeguard just went down just now, so maybe it's not actually affected by the screens. So I mean by the Light Clay. So I'm going to switch out, go into my Aegislash. I know that I can just go for an attack because he doesn't want to chance the fact that I can just go for a King Shield and reduce his attack down even lower. Plus, I can go for a Shadow Sneak and revenge it, but he does switch out into his Rotom. Takes a bit of damage, but it's not much because, Aegislash is just one of those Pokemon that relies on priority unless you have a Totemize, which I don't. I have King Shield, Iron head, sword stance, and the sneak. So gonna go for my King Shield just to revert back into shield form. Unfortunately, King Shield does not block status moves like Thunder Wave or Willow Whip, so I'm gonna end up getting burned, which is bad. And yeah, my HP is now, I don't mind, the HP is gonna go down anyway. But I meant to talk about my attack. It's gonna be cut in half really, because burn cuts your attack in half. So gonna go for the sword stance just to try and get it back up to neutral, and then hopefully do a bit with Shadow Sneak. Now, not quite sure what I was hoping to do here. I just thought, you know, just get as much damage as you can really. So I'll go for the sneak. Does a bit of damage, not too much because of the fact that I am burned and the sword stance is only helping me stay neutral. He does show me that he has the rest, which means if he has the rest, that he has the Chesto Berry. So Resto Chesto is gonna happen right here in my face, and that's bad. Which that means all the damage that he took from previous turns is now nullified. And yeah, the washing machine is healthy. I don't see why a washing machine. I should just put a brick in you, Rotom. I don't know why you have any business staying alive. So, gonna switch out, go into my Milton keys. If I had a pair of keys, I'd be jingling them in front of the microphone right now, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, can I actually run back and get my keys? Can I do that? Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I've got it. Got my keys. Done it. I'm done. No regrets. Right, so he switches out his Rotom and he's going to go into his Domoniton. I do believe I go for a light screen here. Yeah, I do. But I already used it on the previous turn, which is unfortunate. I should have went for a Thunder Wave on this turn. I think I misclicked on that. I wasn't paying attention after that light screen, I assume. So because of that, I don't do anything extra and my Klefki does go down to the Domoniton. So he is locked into Superpower. I can go into my Aegis Slash because it's part Ghost, which means I can be immune to the Fire type move. And I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Sneak, I believe, or do I go for a Sword Stance? I'm gonna go for Sword Stance here, because, you know, trying to get my attack up to neutral. So I am now at +0 in effect, and he brings out his Rotom. I am gonna go for the Shadow Sneak because that is the only move I could do that will do a lot of damage. I doubt I can take a Volt Switch. Well, not a Volt Switch, but a Hydro Pump. I doubt I can take a Hydro Pump from the HP that I'm at, so just gonna go for a Sneak. My other attacking move is the Iron Head, but Rotom does times 4 resist that, so that's why that's not an option to use. I do get a crit, which is alright. I can just, you know, get a bit more damage there and then, but he does crit me back. It's irrelevant because of my my stance. I'm gonna get taken out anyway, but it's, you know, it's kind of hilarious that that was a crit turn. So gonna bring up my Garchomp here, and I do believe this is my last Pokemon. Gonna go for the Protect here just to, you know, just be a douche really. I don't know why Protect would help here in this situation, considering that my Safeguard is not. But gonna go for the Rock Slide with the intent to flinch it, because I won't be able to take it out with 2 Dragon Claws if I get burned. Luckily I do take, he does get flinched, which means I do take it out with another consecutive attack, which is my Dragon Claw, and it goes down. So now it's basically his Domoniton and his Gengar. So I'm going to go for a Protect here. Funny thing is that I should have realized that he may have had not used PP ups on his Superpower, because he told me right here, if I had protected again, he would have had to struggle. He would have been forced to struggle, which means I wouldn't have taken that much damage from that Superpower. And you know, I may as well go for a Protect again anyway, because he would have he would have died if I had failed. Then, you know, my ability would have kicked in anyway, but I didn't know. I just thought there was no point going for it a second time, but I could have went for it to see if he'd actually PP up his Superpower. So my last option here is just to go for a Rock Slide, try and do what I did to Rotom, Wash, but that doesn't happen, because even, you know, that doesn't even happen. He's paralyzed, and you know, I'm actually doing power flinching, then it doesn't even work. So because of that, he beats me 1-0, and yeah, that's the game. But it was a good game. It was a good game. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, this team is it was just really fun to use. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, then please do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new, then please hop aboard the Soul 64 train, the Soul train. Can't even use that. And yeah, I am going to be at Apex this weekend, so hopefully if I can get things sorted, I can, you know, get to the hotel. I'll put the hotel in the description and such, and yeah. Anyways, I will catch you guys later, and until next time, peace.